fourth and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rockabye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton, but with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to let me. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. It is not a game, it is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday night. It's a many given Sunday magic.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards full of life.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Keneduagu now out of his... And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
Take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in week 3 and then Chicago in week 5. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. An inside give to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Rodgers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. He finds some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need to.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 59 yards. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it,
he rifles one that's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He'll buy some time right, and that'll be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
76 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And some room to roam now.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big run there by Jones. 46 yards. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Again, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron
Aaron Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. Takes it to about the 37. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Cousins throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate. These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They'll give it to him again. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Jones will get down close to the goal line, but not in. And as he'll be marked down at the 1.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Dillon will score. Touchdown, Packers. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Cousins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They go play action. Cousins. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Now Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Cook up the gut. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. They'll go Madison up the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. What a play by Andrew Booth. Got to him quickly, kept him from even getting back to the line. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Rodgers going to throw. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 236 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. They'll go again to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Throwing is Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Running right, Jones. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. A first down throw for Cousins. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.